So I'm Carly and I live in Australia, and I'm here to talk to you a little bit about ichthyosis today and a little bit about visible difference as well. Um, I have a skin condition and that's why my face is red. It is called ichthyosis and I was born with ichthyosis. My variation is ichthyosiform erythroderma, and for me it means that I have obviously a red face, a reddish body. I get scaly and peely and also itchy, and I also sometimes have to go to hospital because of infections. So there I am bandaged up like a mummy from neck to ankle, and I also have intravenous antibiotics when I'm in hospital. Fortunately that doesn't happen too often. On a daily basis I use a mixture of liquid paraffin, soft white paraffin, and I also just take antihistamines and painkillers when needed. So as you could imagine, looking different has posed a couple of problems for me. Obviously people look at me because I look different. You know, people are inclined to stare at anything, I guess, that looks a bit different to what they've seen before. So every day since from when I can remember, really, I get stared at and commented on about my appearance. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, you know, if 6 people ask me in a day, it can be pretty tough, but generally I don't notice as much compared to my friends and family. So, you know, I might be walking down the street and they'll see a lot more people staring at me than I do. So I found it really hard when I was growing up. I didn't have any friends and people weren't really inclined to hang around with someone that looked different, and I used to get teased a lot as well. So I spend a lot of time in the library and also, you know, not with many people on the weekends, just sort of, you know, doing my own thing really. And I really wanted to escape that. I just wanted to move away from where I was and start a bigger life, a better life than I had in the small town that I lived. So one of the things that I did, and I would encourage anyone with a disability or some sort of adversity, is to start work at a really early age. For me, I worked in a department store from when I was 17, and it was fantastic. I met lots of great friends, many of whom I'm still friends with today, and I also learnt some really great social skills and a new way of coping with my condition, I guess. I learnt how to handle the comments and questions in a professional way, and also I was in a supported environment. So if I didn't want to have to talk to people about why I look red, just wanted to serve them, you know, through the cash register, I was able to say, no, I don't want to discuss why I look the way I do. You're here to buy a saucepan. I also found that I was told a lot what I could and couldn't do. So, you know, people said I couldn't become a doctor because you know, I have a red face, and not that I really want to be a doctor anyway. I'm not very good at maths and I get a bit squeamish with needles, but I didn't let people stop me from doing what I wanted to do. My parents were fantastic in encouraging me to do, you know, to go to university, to go to work, and I've done all that, and I guess I've accomplished some of the dreams that I had from when I was younger. I studied journalism, and now I guess I work a little bit in the media, which is great, and something, again, I never expected to do when I look different. So I guess one of my messages is to you: don't worry about the way you look, don't let that stop you. You can be anything you want. I also absolutely, and when I was younger I didn't have it as much, but now I do, but I absolutely recommend you get some sort of support group. You know, ask your hospital or your doctor, or even online you can find lots of people that might be in the same circumstance as you, and you can share experiences and you can also talk to them, and don't keep things bottled up. It's just, it's too hard to keep things bottled up. And also I think, you know, when I look back from when I was younger, I thought that, you know, I wasn't really sure where I'd be. I wasn't really sure about whether things would progress so that disability and visible difference becomes a bit more accepted. But now I realise that it doesn't really matter that I look different. It doesn't really matter that you look different. You know, I guess what matters is that you're a really good person, and that you know, that you get out there and you do a lot of different things in your life, and you make different relationships happen, and you know, you just, I guess, push yourself to the limits that you can manage, and have a really great life. And look, I guess, you know, if you're a new parent with a child with ichthyosis or a similar condition, or even if you're a young person struggling with your confidence, I just want to say that, you know, it might be really hard during your early stages of life, but it does get better.